All right, this week we're going to talk about using LinkedIn, AI, social influencers, and conversational social media. So, what I want you to do for the first part of the week is I'm going to have you actively research, pick, one or two of these topics and take a look at it. I've included some posts that you can check out or look on your own. Hang on, let's take a peek. All right. There's lots of ways to reach out in the marketplace besides using your straight ahead social media platforms that we think about. Some of them we've already talked about. So I want you to think about some of the other sides, maybe backup kind of plans, how you can learn more things on how to do things or get some help developing your social media or using social influencers and then also using conversation based social media. And so let's take a look at that. So, what I want you to do, like I said, is uh, take a look at this post and choose a couple things, or if you have some other areas you'd like to share information or learn about, you can do that. So, we hear a lot about using artificial intelligence. There's a lot of way to do it. They can actually write your posts or complete articles. Um, they can help you develop artwork and so I have a link to some of the best AI tools out there to use. You're lucky the school actually has a whole series of classes you can take about using AI, from writing um, code for coding for websites and things like that, or to develop tools, develop apps, whatever. They have some information about all that, and just even writing your content or helping you develop the artwork for it. Um, I think AI artwork it's gotten a lot better. Some of the in the beginning, some of the content you created could be pretty funny because you'd end up with people that would have six fingers or one arm that was probably 6 feet long and the other one could have been like 3 feet long. It was, if you asked them to make something with a guitar in it or something other than a guitar, they always had six strings because that seemed to be the limit to the AI brain, as it were. But so if you tried to make a ukulele, it always had six strings. So at that point, it was good to know how to use Photoshop because you could come up with some really great stuff, but then fix it or have some of your own artwork that you put things in. But one thing you have to think about when using AI, it might be using content that belongs to other people because that's where they're getting it from. They're searching the web and pulling pieces of things together. So you have to kind of think about that. Is that cool or not? I don't know. Anyway, I included a little PDF of my husband's artwork, some of the things he did using AI because it was a new tool for him. Um, Generally, we have a design business, so we've always created artwork by hand. So he's used it a couple times to create posters for our brewery business. So using LinkedIn is a great place to market yourself. If you're looking for a job or whatever, it's a great place to go for that. And it's a good place to make contacts, business to business. So if you have a business and you can reach out to other people that might be able to use what you're selling with your business to do some direct business to business sales, it's a good place to be. Um, if you're looking to hire people, it's a good place to look at resumes and find out about people. And you can always learn things there too, because I joined a group for accounting because I am not an accounting and I are accountant, but I do it in both of our businesses. And the people in the accounting groups were super helpful to me and explained how to do things. Couldn't have been nicer. They told me what software to use, and since I'm on a Mac, they helped me find accounting software that worked just fine. Might not have been as good as a PC, but it worked for me. And that way I didn't have to buy another computer. So that's worked out well. And, it's a good way to keep in touch with people in the same field as you. You can see their businesses on there again. Another hot topic is using social influencers, and that is a field that's really taken off. In the beginning, people were just reaching out to already famous people and say, here's my product, can you share it and get people to buy it, or my service that I have. And now people have created whole that's their whole job, is being a social influencer. And they can do a really good job. Or it might be someone you send your stuff to and they say they'll do something for you and they don't. So now there's businesses to help you actually find the best social influencer for your business and set up a legal business arrangement with them, so both sides um, end up working out for, so the social media person or social influencer gets their money for doing what you ask them to, and you get them to do what you ask them to. So it balances out. But that way you have a more legal definition of what is expected from both sides. So that's how businesses grow. They tailor off of things. So um if you're interested in conversational social media, there's Reddit, there's Snapchat, there's Discord, there's Tumblr, there's X or Twitter, there's Blue Sky Threads, and a lot of businesses have, or create social media creators, or not media creators, but the actual app creators or platforms. They have really jumped in after X kind of took a tumble after the last person bought it, and have created other similar platforms that are less controversial, that people can feel more comfortable using. Plus, as X or Twitter became more controversial, a lot of businesses backed out of their advertising and looked for other places to spend their money. So again, developers stepped up and created platforms. Yes, we'll take your money and have you be our users. So there's that. So you can check out some Twitter alternatives or X alternatives here. Anyway, what I want you to do is choose one or more of the above topics and do some research if you are using some of them. Tell us about it. Is it working effectively for you? Do you use it on a personal scale or level? Do you use it for your business? And or are you interested in any of the above topics? And do some research. Look at the links I provided. Look beyond, because that's the thing, to keep on top of things. You've got to constantly research things. And again, going back to LinkedIn, they actually have areas where you can learn a lot about social media. And again, it's more of a business style thing, so they might be more helpful to you finding things that work for your business to help you grow. So again, choose a topic, do some research, write 5 or more paragraphs on a blog post for part A of the week, and tell me what you found out. And share the information about ones you're already using. So, because we want to know, it's a good way to find out things is by looking at what y'all are doing already or what you're interested in doing. And then if you sign up for something, share that. There's potential for extra credit for doing that. We'll add it to our class links. So email me if you have questions.